So when it comes to birthing your baby, if you can adopt upright positions and let gravity help your baby to be born, you'll probably find it's a little bit easier. So what's going on with your pelvis is if you are lying down to birth your baby, then your baby has to travel uphill, if you can see the curve of the bone there, in order for your baby to be born, and that means you need to work harder in order to birth your baby. Also, if you're lying on your back, you have a fixed dimension for the baby to get out here or to get in at the top here, because you've got the weight of the bump bearing down upon the pelvis. Whereas if you are standing or kneeling forwards, you have got a lovely downward curve of the sacral bone, and also your bone can move, so that then enables there to be more space to get the baby in, but also when it comes time to birth it, more space to get the baby out. So hopefully that helps you to understand why being upright is helpful. So you can use the ball to be upright, you can put it on the floor and you can kneel over it, lean forwards, and that then gives you that forward leaning position. Or in that same position you could take one knee up to the side, put your foot flat on the floor and push down into the ball in that position. If you've got pelvic girdle pain, that's not such a good position to adopt because it may widen your pelvis too much. But if you can allow your pelvis to have that little bit of asymmetry, then it may give your baby a bit more space to get out. If you don't like kneeling on the floor, you could also put the ball up on the bed, and that way you've got support underneath the ball, and if you push the bed against the wall, you've also got support behind the ball, and in that position you can stand up and lean forwards onto the ball and birth your baby in a standing position. That gives you power to push down into your feet and really bear down onto the ball, which really helps your baby to be born. If you don't want to forwards lean onto the ball, you could also lean backwards against it. So find a bit of wall space, put the ball against the wall at lower back height, lean back so it's sitting in the small of your back, and then you can push back against the wall and push down into your feet, and the midwife will just be waiting in front of you in order to catch your baby as they are born. You could also have your partner leaning back against the ball so that they are supporting your weight, so they're leaning against the ball, you're leaning against them, they're supporting under your arms, taking your weight, and that way you can really drop your weight down into your feet, bear down to birth your baby. So whichever position feels the most comfortable one for you, go for it, give it a try, practice them before you go into labour, see what feels good, and remember to use gravity and forces to help you to birth your baby more easily.